So this piece of art resulted in me exploring Keku. It sounds a bit like cuckoo, the darkness from the Ogdu Duad. And I kind of expected it to be just darkness, so dark colours, but there is a fair amount of colour in there. And it's interesting because we went to church on Christmas Eve and the minister was talking about John 1.4 to 5. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. And I kind of see that as our unconscious mind, our own shadow selves, and this choice to overcome those things, or to try to. Because the minister had said that Jesus was born perfect. He was a perfect child and he never did anything wrong, basically never made any mistake. And my daughter looked at me with a expression on her face and later on said, how could he relate to anybody if he'd never made any mistakes? To which I said, you should ask his mother whether or not he was perfect, because all children need a little bit of guidance. Even though we like to question everything, we both still get a lot out of going to church and praying and that sort of thing. It's just that some things seem to have been lost in translation. Anyhow, what we have here seems to be a doorway into the blue, which I guess would be to Noon, the abyss, sort of beings either side, and then beings all around, which are almost being spewed out of like a dragon mouth, on top of which looks like a dark angel, but from a different angle looks like a baby lying down. There's also like womb and vulva type symbolism here with that abyss. I think it's been at least 24 hours since I drew one, so had to pop up at some point. So yeah, there's some sort of shadowy beings here, like silhouettes, and then there's one here with a purple face, someone with a tall, long pink head, and on the far left it looks like a duck with a blue beak. They all kind of look a bit like they've got smoke coming off them. But that smoke is really coming out of like the darkness at the top, which originally looked like a dark angel. You actually can see a face there. Looks a bit like Chairman Mao looking towards me. But higher up, I actually see a baby's face lying down in a dark leaf. And I can see like different spirits here and purple heads and things down the bottom. So I was actually a bit surprised that I do quite like this image. It certainly doesn't seem to be darkness isn't bad or evil. Just things emerging out of places that we don't normally look at. Maybe the place where ideas actually come from. That's not to say that bad or evil things can't come from there, obviously, because none of us are perfect. Especially not me, because I've eaten far too much chocolate and need to go and have a lie down. So that will be the last video for today. Thanks for listening and please like and subscribe.